Welcome back to the cryptowrld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now there's a brand new Bitcoin pattern forming that could break at any moment. So we need to get prepared right now. Make sure you watch to the end. First of all, just giving you a really quick update on the 12-hour Bitcoin charts because nothing much has happened over the past few days. So we're still finding a lot of support around that golden pocket level of support, which is sitting at around 20.8k up towards around 21,000. And if you're new to this channel and if you want to know more about this 12-hour Bitcoin chart, make sure to check out my last video on the channel because since yesterday, once again, nothing much has happened here on the 12-hour chart. So the analysis that I spoke about yesterday for the 12-hour time frame is still valid today. But anyway, zooming into the shorter term, taking a look at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, and over the past one day, the price of Bitcoin has contacted this 5-day simple moving average, which is currently sitting at around 21.4k. But right now, at the time of recording this video, the Bitcoin price is finding a bit of short-term resistance around that 5-day simple moving average. And so unless we see a decisive breakout above this 5-day moving average, then I'm still expecting more choppy sideways price action in the immediate short term for the price of Bitcoin. And something else important to point out here on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart is the fact that the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI over the past few days has essentially reset back towards its neutral level, which is around 50. And so technically speaking, based off the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, right now we do have more room to the downside compared to a few days ago. But unless we actually start to see the RSI reverse, as in if it starts to form lower highs and lower lows, then until something like that happens, I'm still expecting more choppy sideways price action in the immediate short term, talking about the coming hours, maybe the next couple of days. And of course, if anything changes here in the immediate short term, so if we start to see more bullish or more bearish signals, I'll be sure to let you know about them in these videos on this channel. And speaking of that, staying on the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, we do actually have a bear flag that is currently forming in the price of Bitcoin. But right now, at the time of recording this video, the Bitcoin price has not confirmed a break below support, at least not just yet, which technically means the downside price target for this bear flag is not currently active unless we of course break that support. And by the way, this support I'm talking about is coming into play at around 20.7 to 20.8k. So it's basically that golden pocket level of support that I just talked about on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart. If we confirm a break below that support level, then we have this active bear flag that is currently forming and could result in another short-term leg to the downside if it breaks down once again. And if we do see a confirmed break below this line of support that I just talked about, then the full technical price target for this bear flag pattern would be coming into play at around 17.9k, so around $18,000 per Bitcoin. But keep in mind, even in that scenario, even if we do see a confirmed break to the downside and activate that technical price target, we obviously need to be aware of other areas of support on the chart, such as this area right here, coming into play at around 19,000, give or take. And if we actually measure a more conservative price target to the downside, just going from this short-term high right here at around 23,500 down to the bear flag, and then take the flagpole over to the other side, that does actually have some confluence around 19,000. So basically, if the price of Bitcoin confirms a break below around 20.7k, then I would expect a drop down towards around 19,000. But once again, while the Bitcoin price is still trading above around 20.7k, then these lower price targets are not in play. But whether or not the price of Bitcoin does end up breaking below around 20.7k, it's still good to just be aware of these patterns that are forming so that we can be prepared in advance for potential scenarios like this playing out if we do break this support. And by the way, the invalidation for this bear flag would be if the price of Bitcoin breaks above this line of resistance, which is sitting at around 21.7k, give or take. So if we simply see a breakout above that level, then that simply invalidates this bear flag. But anyway, getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the 12-hour Ethereum chart. And once again, like I said, for the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, nothing much has happened over the past day. So we still obviously have this 38.2% Fibonacci level of support coming into play at around 1550. And other than that, if you want to know more about this chart right here, check out my last video on the channel that I posted yesterday. And now zooming into the shorter term, taking a look at the 4-hour Ethereum chart. And right now, we're still chopping around sideways, relatively speaking. And the price of Ethereum as of recording this video, like Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart, is struggling around that 5-day moving average, which is currently sitting at around 1630 approximately. So in order for Ethereum to flip any more bullish, we need to see a decisive breakout above this 5-day moving average, perhaps with a successful retest. But for the most part, when it comes to the immediate shorter term for Ethereum, I'm still mostly expecting choppy sideways price action for Ethereum just in the shorter term. And now, due to this recent high in the 4-hour Ethereum chart, we don't currently have the same bear flag that Bitcoin is forming. But despite that being the case, Ethereum isn't exactly better off than Bitcoin in the immediate short term, due to the fact that if Ethereum does end up breaking below this support at around 1550 approximately, then we would still have a technical price target to the downside for Ethereum. And if you're new to the channel and you want to know what that price target would be, check out my previous videos, especially what I've been talking about on the 12-hour time frame. But anyway, what's also not so good for Ethereum in the shorter term is, even if we play out more of a bullish scenario in the shorter term, then that could just be forming the right shoulder for this potential head and shoulders pattern that is currently technically forming. But because it is currently not completed its formation phase, this is not an active pattern on the chart right now. But we do already have a left shoulder, a head, and we're potentially forming a right shoulder right now. But for this to actually be active, we need to see the price of Ethereum push a little bit higher in the shorter term, up towards around 17 to 1800. And then if Ethereum pushes up to those prices, gets a rejection from those prices, and comes back down towards this neckline, which is sitting at around 1560, give or take, then this head and shoulders pattern would be completed, and all we'll need to see from there is a confirmed break below the neckline. So once again, as of right now, this is not currently an active pattern, but it is still technically forming, so we need to be aware of it in case we do see a little bit more short-term bullish price action. That could still be bad news here for Ethereum on the 6-hour chart, unless we see, of course, a breakout above 1800. And if you want to know how to profit from all of these moves in the market, whether or not the price is going up, down, or chopping around sideways, check out these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left of your screen shows you how to make money if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left of your screen shows you how to make money if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.